an Easter note on at 5 o'clock in the afternoon with flowers and macaws. Today it's Easter, but we're not really celebrating. Uh, anyway, this is about an exceptional film, which has been has had an impact because it deals with Afghanistan of all places. It is at times depressing if you have one angle, but then if you think, look at what happens there to these people and how we grumble here in this place where even if it's not America, still it's peace, birds are singing, spring, flowers. Um, and then you realize how lucky and happy you are compared with one rule expressed, listed in the book of happiness, The How of Happiness, a classic by Sunil Bomirski, is do not compare yourself to others, because we generally tend to look at someone who has a fancy car and say, look at the car he has, or a palace for a house, and things like that. But there is the option of comparing yourself with others who are much less fortunate, and this is such a case. Um, on one hand, many in here are destitute, but on the other hand, the theme is also of determination, resilience, grit. Grit has been proven to be twice as important as IQ. So gritty people have a better chance to to face life, if you will, and make a success of it than intelligently. Um, EQ, emotional intelligence, is also more important, and that's a fact, proved by psychology studies. And the woman at the center of this film is the Wonder Woman. She's not the Spider Woman or one of the characters in these Catwoman in these films, blockbusters based on cartoons. But still, she's real and she's so powerful, tough, determined, um, wonderful, um, fabulous Übermensch. Übermensch, I've read, is good for men. I mean, it means superhuman. It also means superwoman. Not that uh, Nietzsche had women in mind. He was a misogynist, but that's another story. Um, so she wants to get an education in a place where it's nearly impossible, because men have this I don't know, middle age, or is it ancient view of women? Women have to wear this. I don't know if it's a burqa or a hijab. There's one is just you let things, something visible, at least the face. But here there's many have everything covered. The eyes need to see something, but they have texture, something in front of them that they can see a little bit, but not much. And in any case, nobody can see the eyes or anything else for that matter. Crazy. Um, but this woman wants to be the president of Afghanistan, and she says this in class, and she is interested to study speeches. She's asking about um, the leader of Pakistan, Benazir Bhutto at the time. Uh, what did she do? What does she say to get the votes? Alas, in the meantime, Benazir Bhutto has been killed, assassinated, and she meets a French soldier who is your president. She's really keen on this, but this happens in a country where um, they're so poor. They have this older man who's taking them around, this woman and then a relative and then a sick child, and there's a small thing not even a cart, I don't know, a mini cart pulled by an animal who is later on a cause for suffering for me. There's a donkey who's dying, and they don't have shelter. They find some kind of a refuge in the wreck of a plane, and it's terrible. There's religion which is brought in. There's Osama bin Laden mentioned. Uh, um, there's a meeting of tribal leaders, something, and they're supposed to discuss if they give away Osama bin Laden to the Americans. And one of them says, no, not the infidel, the pagan Americans will not have this fellow Muslim. Don't worry, in the meantime, he left Afghanistan. And now we know what happened later. Osama bin Laden was killed. And it's as I said, hard to see some of this. I was thinking in terms of positive psychology terms that at times this is a kind of a film that raises questions. Why do I look at it? Because it's so good, excellent, exceptional reading, and acclaim, and it won prizes and all that. Or stay away because looking at these people, you sympathize with them and you feel compassion, but it makes you sad also to know that in this day and age, people can live like that. But then, this woman is an example of strength, of power, the Wonder Woman.